Welcome to my playthrough of Okami HD. I love this game a lot. I'm looking forward to uh, playing it. Yes, I want to make save data. Control. Okay, yeah, I can play with the Pro Controller. Very good. I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Option. What do we got? Yeah, camera control normal. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, that seems fine.
Okami.
Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave, the place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. The beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, crashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws listened. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavensward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison but struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse, pitiful bark, and closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. Villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Maybe don't mess with ancient mystical artifacts. Just a thought. Oh, he who seeks power. He who has broken my bonds. Speak the words I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Oh my god, his scream. Ah. So much for Orochi being banished, I guess. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly, there's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now's the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse. than they are at this very moment. Please, use your power to banish darkness and punish those who do us harm. Huh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? What on earth? You again. Ow, 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 are you nuts? Boy, little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. My name's Isun. Wandering artist, Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? Handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slop. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Tenkomaru, against you. What's that growling sound? Why is it so dark anyway? The great god, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Komiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees returned to normal, eh? That Sakia girl sure said some weird stuff. Villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. As the fruit, the girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. It was awfully high up there. You don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Okay, so we've finally got actual control of Amaterasu. We can only really go into the light, so let's do that. Where are we? Got awfully quiet all of a sudden. Oh, I can fast forward the text. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Blech. Nope, hate that. No, You are inverting right now. Much Oh no. Inverts the x-axis too? Or rather, it didn't invert the x-axis. Yeah, this makes way more sense to me. Does it though? I'm very indecisive right now. You know what? Invert x-axis actually sounds like a good idea. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Now be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Okay, so I could have just made another save file. I wasn't sure. So I just played on a new profile. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. Bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust them with your head. I still don't like the camera. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Ooh, money. I don't think 10 yen is a whole lot, but better than nothing. Whoa, hold it there. Hold on there for a while, get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up there ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump. Then press B again to do a wall jump. And make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. You don't want to miss any treasure. I think it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the camera no matter which settings I use. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack. Stores 3 units of solar energy, which is essentially our life bar. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kinda long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. Brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. On the deity died, the power was split into 13 separate gods. Gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Can I somehow swap, Y, E? I know I can do it in, like, the Switch itself, but I don't want to do that. River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? I sure don't see anything like that around here. Couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look. Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. It's like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush and Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Oh hey, we managed to do it first time. That's gotta be embarrassing if your lifelong goal is to master one technique. Why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed, the heavens, and renew the flow of Stardust. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really just use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good as with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Yep. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. I want the monies, give me the money. Let's try like this until all our ink is used up. Whoa! A river of stardust! So this really must be the power of the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Oh, you already know. I love how this river looks. It's so pretty. giant astral pouch. Look at what you found, Furball. This astral pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then, when it's full, it can revive the owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we find around here. Orange. Sharp citrus taste. Close the pouch a little bit. Peach. Juicy and fragrant. Also fills the pouch a little bit. Apple. Nectar filled sour apple. Also fills it a little bit. Could theoretically go back through there, but why would we? There's nothing else there. I don't know why I want to destroy the toy house so badly. That's kind of mean, actually. Now I feel bad. I blame the developers for putting money in there. And for making it destructible. Put another one there. Dumplings. Soy balls made from grain. I will leave you intact. This time. Pots, however, they will die. Pots must perish. You're gonna see me do jumps like that a lot. I'm gonna be very annoying about that. Is this the legendary shrine? It must be in the cave of Nagi. Legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furb? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. God sure didn't do much to protect this place. I wonder if... That really was your brushwork all this time. How do you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like I keep wanting to use the right stick instead of the left to draw. Small mouse, big sword. Well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. By the way, don't expect me to pronounce names right. I'm not that good. I'll try my best, but no promises. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all of these powers, Then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see if you can slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Wow! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you are Shiranui Reborn, then that means you cannot master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. I love how the little speech bubbles bounce with the with Isun. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakia was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. What a magnificent statue. The legendary hero Nagi. I always wanted to draw him. Nothing more to do here. It does have to be a straight line when you use power slash. Can it be one like this? No. Straight horizontal line. It's been a while since I played. Oh my god, we have an air dash. I love air dashes. They're one of my favorite bits of movement. Attack. What the? Where'd they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the Y button to use its power against them. Look at me! Once you've come off guard and turning black and white, you're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give him a power slash. You obtain Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid restores a low solar energy and an ink bottle. Full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. Yeah, so now we actually have enemies to battle as well. I love how the art style of this game looks like it's just... No, that's the horse. I'm not destroying the horse. I love how the art style of this game just looks like it's straight out of like a tapestry or something. It's so well done. And if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that's probably one of the many reasons why this game has had a sequel announced. I wonder if that's coming anytime soon. It's like there was the reveal trailer and that was it, basically. I suppose at the time of streaming this, Summer Games Fest is around the corner. I don't really like those kinds of presentations, like They kind of fell off for me after E3, if I'm completely honest. But if either the Okami sequel or Monster Hunter Wilds expansion gets a trailer at an event like that, I'll be pretty happy. Not the only thing I'd be happy with, but those are certainly things that I would like to see. I feel like for this year's Summer Game Fest, there's a solid chance of a lot of things I personally like and am interested in get announced. Which you would think would make me hyped for it, but not really.